Today we're going to be looking at how to compare the differences between ser and estar. We know that both ser and estar mean to be, and there's general rules that we need to follow to make sure that we choose the right one before we conjugate. Starting out with estar, we use estar to indicate location to just say how people are feeling. How you feel and where you are is when you use the verb estar. Is something that you might have heard earlier this year, might have heard other teachers say it, but it's a very, very handy jingle to help keep them straight in your mind. We know that estar conjugates as follows: estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están, where the bottom four have accents on the A's, the top two do not. The reason we use estar can be remembered by the following acronym. We have feeling, emotion, location, and time, things that are temporary. For example, feeling. If you say yo estoy cansado, you're saying I am tired. That's a feeling. Tú estás triste is you are sad. That's an emotion. A lot of times you'll see that I just use the feeling to justify when I use it because emotions are really just feelings, while feelings aren't really emotions sometimes. Whether you feel tired, whether you feel sad, those are all feelings. So sometimes you might hear it reduced down to F, L, and T. Location, anytime you were talking about where you are, how you feel and where you are, you're going to use estar as well. So estamos en clase means we are in class. And then the final one is going to be things that are temporary. For example, la puerta está cerrada means the door is closed. If you say I am sitting, yo estoy sentado, that's going to be temporary as well because in an instantaneous moment the door can open, I can stand up. And if you really think about it, the general reason we use estar, because all locations, all emotions, all feelings are inherently temporary. Locations can change in a moment. You could leave the location. Emotions can change. Somebody could make you not sad. But we need to use these four reasons and being specific with our four reasons to prove that we know exactly what we're talking about and that we've mastered the concept. From chapter 2.2, there are location words that we need to remember. Anytime you're using location words like the pencil is on top of the desk, that's going to be used with estar. So those are also giveaways for when you're going to use one over the other. Al lado means next to. A la derecha means to the right of. A la izquierda means to the left of. Cerca de means close to. Debajo de means under. Delante de means in front of. Dentro de means inside of. Detrás de means behind. Encima de means on top of. Enfrente de means in front of. Entre means between. And lejos de means far from. With location, we use the word de to show where an object is in relation to something else with those location words. But if that de is followed by the definite article el, they join to form the contraction del. We've already talked about this a little bit. La biblioteca está al lado de la cafetería. The library is next to the cafeteria. Because it's the la instead of el cafeteria, we do not need to make the formation. However, if we say the chalk is on top of the eraser, la tiza está encima de el borrador, then we form it together to become del. Estar is using to say how somebody feels at a given moment. For example, el maestro está tranquilo, the teacher is calm, the girls are tired, and you need to make sure that those adjectives, tranquilo and cansadas, agree in gender and number. For example, if we were going to look at some examples using the verb estar, the first conjugation would be están. They are in the house. We are going to justify that by saying that's their location. The chalk is on top of the eraser. Está is also location. La puerta está cerca del reloj. The door is close to the clock. Also a location of the door. Yo estoy triste. That is an emotion. Sofía y yo estamos muy contentos. Also an emotion. ¿Está usted ocupada? Are you busy? That is a feeling. Qué horrible, el café está muy frío. The coffee is very cold. That is something that is temporary. You could heat it up in the microwave. Todos los baños en la escuela están sucios. Again, being dirty, or sucio, is a very, very temporary thing. As long as you clean it, it will become clean. Hola, ¿cómo estás tú? How are you doing? That's a feeling or an emotion depending on how you're asking it. Ay, Dios mío, ustedes están muy enojados hoy. You are very angry today. That is a feeling or an emotion as well. Moving on to ser. While estar is used to describe things that are temporary, ser is used more for permanence. We remember ser is conjugated as soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son. And there are no accents anywhere. Just like felt, we can use this acronym to justify our uses of the verb ser. For example, our acronym is going to be C-note, where C stands for characteristic. For example, if you were describing yourself or something else or someone else, objects or things, we use ser. So I am tall, yo soy alto, that is a characteristic. We use it for nationality. Anytime we're saying where people are from or their heritage, we use ser. So ustedes son mexicanos or ustedes son de Mexico. You are Mexicans, you are from Mexico. We use the verb ser. Occupation. Are you a doctor? Es usted médico? If you say yo soy profesor, I am a teacher, that is an occupation. Time. Anytime you are telling time, you are going to use ser. Just like we already know, we say son las 6:45. It is 5:45. And finally, the tricky one is whenever you are talking about an event, and specifically in the location of an event, we usually see the word location and think estar. But however, if you are talking about an event, for example, the concert is in the park, you do not use está to describe its location. It actually switches back to es or ser. If you say the party is in the school, la fiesta es en la escuela, although we're talking about the location of the party, it is the exception to the rule and it switches back to ser because it is an event. For example, yo soy estudiante de español. I am a Spanish student. That is considered your profession or your occupation. So you could say that is an occupation to justify that. Miguel y Susana son buenos estudiantes. They are good students. That is a characteristic of them, that they are good students. Mi hermana y yo somos peruanos. We are Peruvian or from Peru. That is a nationality. Que hora es is going to be expressing time or asking what time it is. And then finally, son las 3:30 also expresses time. Sois vosotros de España? Are you all from Spain? Again, nationality. Las mesas son de madera. The tables are made of wood. That is a characteristic of the tables. De donde eres tú? Where are you from? That is asking about nationality. La fiesta es en mi casa. The party is in my house. That is an event location. And como son ustedes? What are you all like? Are you lazy or are you hardworking? That is asking about their characteristic.